Hey, I'm Christopher McCord from So You Want to Play Guitar. And do you know how important the C major scale is in our music system? And if you know, do you want, and you're already playing the C major scale, do you want to learn the second of 5 patterns, which will allow you to play that scale anywhere on the fretboard? Well, if you do, if you answer yes to both those questions, then this is the video for you. And so I'm going to start with the first pattern just as a review. I've done that in another video, and I'll talk about that at the end. But right for now, the first pattern starts on the 8th fret, that's a C, and it's played below that note. In other words, so that's the first pattern, and if you noticed, there's a little bit of shifting of position, right? We're here, and then we go down, and then we go back up. Okay, so that's the first position. The second position, it starts on the same note, 8th fret, C. Now it's going to be more or less above that note. So we got C on the 8th fret, and then D on the 10th fret, and then we go to the 5th string, and that's the 7th fret of the, the 7th fret, and that's an E, and then we have an F, 8th fret, and then we have a G on the, this is the 10th fret, and then we go to the 7th fret of the 4th string for an A, then we have a B on the 9th fret, and then we're on another C, an octave C on the 10th fret, and then we have a D on the 7th fret, and then we have a E on the 9th fret, and then we've got a F on the 10th, a G on the 2nd string 8th fret, and then we have a on the 10th fret of the 2nd string, and then we have on the 7th fret of the 1st string we have a B, and then we have a C. And coming back down, we got C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And if you notice, there's no shifting in position with this pattern, which in a sense makes it easier. It's all the fingers stay in one position. And the position would be the 7th position, although we're starting on the 8th fret. All right. So I've already shown in some past videos that that there's different ways of practicing a scale, and I call those approaches. And what we just did was linear. It's just one note after the other. Well, you can also do a skip scale, right? You can go C, D, C, E, C, F, C, G, C, A, C, B, C, 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 D, C, E, C, F, C, G, C, B, C, B, C, C, coming back down, C, B, C, A, C, G, C, F, C, B, C, D, C, 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 B, C, A, C, F, C, E, sorry, that was a G, C, G, C, F, C, E, C, D, C, C. So that's the skip scale. And you're probably noticing that I'm not only naming the notes, but I'm singing the notes. And that's a really good practice. What that enables you to do is you're actually learning the fretboard, but you're also training your ear. So we're doing, in my very first video called 4 Levels of the Guitar Philosophy 4 Levels, we're actually hitting 3 levels when we practice a scale like this. We're doing the dexterity level, we're doing the fretboard, memorizing the fretboard level, and we're also doing the ear training level. Okay, so I want to show you a new approach. This approach is called grouping, right? And basically you group notes together, and I'm going to do 3 notes today. So this would go like this: C, D, E, right? So now I'm going to start on the D, D, E, F. Then I'm going to start on the E, E, F, G, right? F, G, A, G, A, B, C, B, C, D, C, D, E, D, E, F, G, F, G, K, G, K, B, K, B, C, and then coming back down, C, B, A, B, A, G, A, G, F, G, F, E, F, E, D, E, D, C, D, C, B, C, B, A, G, A, G, F, G, F, E, F, E, D, E, D, C. Right? So that's a grouping. And you can see with that exercise that it's actually the scale, which, you know, can kind of, when you're practicing, can kind of be kind of mechanical sounding. This is starting to sound more like music, you know. Right? Right, it's actually starting to sound like you know, like music you would want to listen to. Okay, so just a reminder, when you're practicing your scales, make sure you're playing with the tips of your fingers, especially the pinky. There's a tendency to kind of like want to lay the pinky flat, so just pay attention to that, and, you know, play with the tips of your fingers as much as you can. And then in terms of your right hand, make sure you're doing up and down strokes, right? So we're going. Yeah, so let's do the grouping. We go. Right, that's going to give you, in the long run, it's going to give you a lot more speed. So what I wanted to remind you that the first pattern for the C major scale, you can find that on So You Want to Play Guitar Facebook and So You Want to Play Guitar YouTube. And once again, my name is Christopher McClure, and So You Want to Play Guitar.com. And I hope this was helpful for you today.